Hello and welcome to episode 66 of the Swimrun Show podcast. I'm Mike and we've got lots to say here. We've got a great guest, Rhian Roxburgh. We're going to talk about the Eliminator in Liverpool with the short chute being introduced for the first time to level the playing ground finally for the women and men. And yeah, who better to talk about that than Rhian, the female course record holder. I'll come back to that in a minute, actually. But yeah, that's coming soon. Before that, though, I want to get some discounts out before I forget. I will put them in the show notes, but if you want them, if you've got a good memory, here they are. First of all, this weekend, I'll be at the World of Multisport Live exhibition or World of Triathlon Expo down in London XL this weekend. If you want free entry, use code WOTL26 WSR, all capitals. It's going to be fun. There's going to be loads of top names in multisport. You know, Olympic medalists, world champions, loads of big brands, loads of endurance athletes, basically, from the swimming, biking and running and swim run world, of course. I'll be giving a talk on the Multisport Academy stage on the Sunday at, I think it's 2:00. Come and say hello. It'll be good to see some familiar faces. And yeah, looking forward to it. Other discounts, really happy to announce we are continuing our great partnership with Ocean Lube, the world's best ocean-friendly anti-chafing cream that works for sure. I've tested it on 10 plus hours of swim running. The guys, One Water Race team last year, Team GB, tested it on 32 hours or 30 something. I can't remember what it was, but a lot of hours swim running, and it works, guys. So 20% off with code WeSwimRun, all capitals, no spaces. Last couple of discounts. This is kind of a combo in a way. So we've got Zone 3, and many of you will have heard of Zone 3, a big UK-based company selling mostly swim-related products, wetsuits, of course, and all the accessories. 20% off with code WeSwimRun, all capitals, no spaces. And Arc Sports over in Sweden. Now, I know you swim runners and maybe people new to the sport haven't heard of Arc Sports, but they are the leading and innovative, groundbreaking swim run kit company, and we love them. And we love Zone 3 too. But if you want a swim run specific gear, and they're really focused on the swim run side of things, you get 10% off with code WeSwimRun //ARC26. That's the complicated one. I'll put that in the show notes for sure. That's all capitals. 10% off applies to all of their products apart from the carbon paddles, okay? So you got a lot of stuff. If you want the biggest bang for your buck, I've got a little bit of advice here. And I'm only honest. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just trying to give honest opinion on honest experiences. The biggest bang for your buck on improved performance in swimming, in swim run, is probably a decent pull buoy. Apart from training, swim run training, that really, really helps. But when you're looking to shave some seconds off and you're swimming in your trainers, you want a decent pull buoy. Get yourself an Arc Keel, an Arc Keel Plus, or an Arc Keel Mega, which is the size of a house. And then, the wetsuits obviously are awesome. The last piece of advice I give you, if I was starting out in swim run today, I probably wouldn't spend £400 on the top of the range Arc wetsuit. I'd probably look for something a bit cheaper. Don't know if I'm going to like it. Pretty sure I will, and you will, by the way. So I'd look at something less than £200 to get me started. Zone 3 got a great couple of options. They've got the Evolution suit, which is very good suit, and a slightly, I can't remember the cheaper version, which is awesome training suit as well as racing. So what I do if I was starting out, because you're going to want to swim run wetsuits, you're going to fall in love with the sport. So I'd get a training stroke kind of rough race suit, and then I'd get my performance suit that I only really use on the big races. So I'd get a Zone 3 and an Arc. I'd get 2. Anyway, see how you get on with those. Have a look, guys. And hopefully I'll see some of you this weekend and we can chat. We'll chat a lot here. Don't worry about that. Let's crack on now. the course records. I talked with Rhian a little bit about on the Eliminator male female course records, and I didn't quite get it right during the recording. So there's actually currently a minute and 19 seconds difference between the male and female course records. Now that's, as you'll hear, ballpark figures. That's going to be, it's going to work out. It's going to be interesting with this short shoot. Anyway, more will be explained with Rhian now. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the Swimrun Show podcast. We have Rhian Roxburgh here. Hello, Rhian.
Hi. Glad to be here.
Good to see you, Rhian. And we have promised folks a little dive into the short shoot of the Eliminator Swimrun, which Rhian has entered and is looking to defend her title and course record for the females. It's going to be slightly different. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, how are you anyway? What's going on?
Good. I'm really good. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, day to day, normal things. Sorting the kids, training, trying to fit training in anyway. Yeah, just generally, nothing's changed.
Yeah, still training. Good. Okay, well, let's have a look. Now, the lap, as some of you know, is around 2.5 kilometres for the Eliminator and in Liverpool. And it's approximately 2 kilometres of running and 500 metres of swimming per lap. Now, and we've tried different things. We've tried mostly women and men racing together. And it's yourself, Rhian, and Sarah Richardson, and a couple of others actually have done well in the past and got to the last lap. But it's not fair, is it? the way it has been. Because I spoke to. It came out that most people like racing together. The men liked actually racing with the women. The women liked racing with the men. That's how it seemed. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think it's just nice. There's more camaraderie with the two, rather than it just being the females, just being the males. There's a little bit of competition, between the people that you're around as well, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. So that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also, if you had massive groups of women and massive groups of men doing it, then it wouldn't be. It would probably be okay, but with a smaller group of women than there are men, I think that it's nicer that we run together.
Yeah. Especially at the front of the pack for yourself. Yeah, the people at the front, the females at the front. So yeah, that's good. So that's going to happen. We're going to keep the women and men together, but to make it kind of a bit fairer, so it's, I suppose, athletically more level playing field. And I did struggle with this. I spoke to Sophie from She Ultra, and she I talked to her about the situation, and she's a big pro. She was the lady that was photographed breastfeeding on UTMB in the Alps. I don't know if you heard about that. That photograph went viral, as they say, and yeah, she organises and helps advise on women's participation and all of that, and there's a good knowledge to delve into. And she told me, I think it was something like 10% or 11% women in running, something around 10 to 11% slower on average, or some, they had some stats that she referenced someone. I don't know, but it sounded about right when I looked at the number. Yeah, when I looked at the numbers for the Eliminator and who did what, the females did how many laps, and etc. It looked about right. Yeah. So what I've done, the second run, I've shortened to a 250 meters less than the male lap. So you've got your normal first run, which is around 600 meters. A little bit more actually. Swim 200 meters. Then the male run is 900 meters, and the female run is 650.
Okay.
So, yeah. but you're both going to the same swim entry again.
Right.
So nothing's changed for the swims, but you've just got 250 meters less of running.
Overall,
Yeah,
is that
over
overall the lap
per lap.
per lap?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, per
I'm not
lap.
going to
Yeah,
complain
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. So, which I mean, 250 meters. So you're not going to be doing 4-minute kilometers for each lap, but you probably will be for the final lap, something like that, I guess.
Yeah,
Is that right?
maybe. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's
Because
that
I
ballpark
was,
when you've got your stride.
yeah, and you have to really go for it on that final lap. So you're going at your fast,
Yeah.
or the second to final lap actually, because the last
Well,
one
yeah,
might
to
not
make the
matter.
to make yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. To make the
So much.
18 minutes. So 250 meters. So that's 1 minute difference, isn't it? Sorry, hang on. Am
250
I doing that
meters.
right? If you're doing
Yeah, well,
a kilometer in 4 minutes, yeah, that's right.
yeah. So divide it by 4.
Yeah, 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 that is right. Cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had a brain malfunction there. Yeah, so you take the minute off, which is about. And that's just an example on numbers. I know most people will be more like 5 minutes per kilometre, 6 minutes. On lap six, sorry, on the first lap, lap one,
yeah,
you can, if you're swimming strong, you can totally cruise the running.
yeah,
And I think if your swimming's really strong, it's amazing how slow you can run on this to get through the laps.
yeah,
So anyway, so there we go. I mean, I feel like it's about a minute ish you've got. So in a sense, your cutoff is 19 minutes to make the final lap in a way.
yeah. I
So
think that will be fairer, and we'll have more women in the final, which will be better. So I think
yeah,
that actually, because I was wondering what you were going to do and how you were going to do that, but actually that makes it quite exciting, because then
it does.
we're
It's going to be different.
yeah, and then we start to be able to compete with the men on that final lap. Because on both times
Yeah,
that I've done it, the men have been way ahead of me on that final lap, and I've just been clinging on. So that will make it very interesting.
it will. It will make it very interesting. And I've only just thought actually. So the course record by Richard Stannard, I think, was 15:45.
Right.
15 minutes 45 seconds of that ballpark, and I think that your female course record was 16. I'll have to check, but I don't think it was a minute slower. I
Right.
think it was more like 40 seconds slower or something. Yeah, so it will make it very interesting.
But I will make it interesting, because actually they might need to work harder sooner. So for us, maybe we were working harder to maybe keep in with the group, but with having that extra minute, say, we're not going to have to work as hard as we were earlier on. Does that make sense? And then
Yeah,
so
it
they
does.
might have to work a little harder just to make sure we don't beat them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, boys, you are in trouble. Sorry, guys, you're in trouble. I'm just, the more I think about this. Although, having said that, there's a fast young lad who's a good swimmer as well, Lewis Williams, who did it in the September edition in 2020, and he was a little bit too enthusiastic and just went really fast every single lap. And by the end of it, he was a bit knackered. And they had a few kit malfunctions. He wasn't that experienced in swim running, but he's a good athlete, and he's going to be on the
Right.
start line in Liverpool.
And how
And
old is
the
he?
thing with he's 20, in his mid-20s, maybe
Okay.
23 or something like that. He's a good athlete. The thing that's happened to date is we've had very good swimmers like Davide Molinario, Richard Stannard, Paul Skipper. All three of those have won overall, if you like, the male, who are all very good swimmers and they're good runners, but they're not like super fast runners. No, I mean, Davide's probably is. Well, when Paul's on form, he's fast, but
Yeah.
and has trained. But Davide overall is, was pretty fast this year, but they're not super fast. And on the run, it's more the swimming that makes it work. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
and I'm hoping, yeah, I'm hoping to introduce the same system in Abu Dhabi, the same kind of, and I've got this, the problem, not the problem, but in Abu Dhabi, I've been looking at it and there's actually loads of options for a short shoot. There's
Right.
even short swim shoots, which I don't want to, I want to keep the swims the same.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
yeah, it'll get more complicated if you have different transitions. But yeah, there's a couple of good run options. So yeah, more to come on that.
Exciting.
21st of June. Yeah,
I think
definitely.
it's a really good way of making sure that everyone competes together though, and not having to separate them. That's a really good way of doing it. I don't think, well, maybe the female runners will complain about it being shorter on the run. I won't.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess yeah, that is a point. I suppose, but it doesn't. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, maybe within the female kind of category, if you like. But
Yeah.
this doesn't. This gets rid of categories, doesn't it? Really,
Yeah, it
that's what I'm
does.
trying to do,
Yeah.
without being, yeah, without being
Yeah.
political or whatever. But yeah, just trying to make it a
What
human
would you
race.
what about like what's the youngest boy like um do you have any youths doing it is what I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
the youngest person allowed is 30. Is it 12 or 13? I can't remember. I'll have to check insurance. I think it's 12. 12 years old.
So
I haven't thought about that actually, but go on.
because I'm just thinking maybe there'd be a certain age category for the boys, so if there was a young boy doing it, that he would do the female running as well. He would do the short shoot if he was under a certain age.
Maybe.
Or not, I
I'm not
mean.
going to go there. No, yeah, yeah. God, jeez.
I'm just
Let's just
opening
see
a
how this
can
one
of
goes
worms.
first.
Just a can of worms for you, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's. I
Or
think. I think
maybe.
if you had a junior race, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, that would be an option. I was just thinking, like in cross country, for example, when we ran cross country, there would be an age for the older generation to do the women's course. So, say they were over 65 or something, and juniors, boys, would do the women's course, and then the men would have their own course. So it's just something to think about if you had older males, that they would have that option of taking the short shoot too. Does
Yeah.
that make it fairer? I don't know.
I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. No, no, because you look like a right idiot.
Or,
You're on the girls' course.
but maybe if they have the option, they could take it. There'll be 65 plus year men watching this, going, "Yes, go on, give us the short shoot."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we go. One step at a time. But yeah, definitely because it is. Yeah, I almost think that I'd do like anyway. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something for me to think about there. Thank you, Rhian. And,
sorry.
cool. Okay. No, no, no. It's good. I like it. I like it. There's a lot of things going on. So, Liv, is that your first race this year? The Eliminator in Liverpool.
I think it is. Yeah, yes, it is. I feel like
Okay.
I need to
And then
do
what's?
something before it. You've been swimming
It's not too
outdoors,
far
I'm
now, is
sure.
it?
No, and I
I
haven't
have
been outdoors
swum.
yet. Go on.
I did like 10 minutes. I don't know how far I went, but I only did 10 minutes. It was about 8 degrees, which wasn't bad. Now, but it's just the head, but body's apps, my arms, hands, everything's fine now with that kind of temperature. It's just the head struggles a little bit. But it's getting towards 9 degrees, nine and a bit in Prince's Dock in Liverpool. The sea
Okay.
is still fairly cool, but I'm going to be getting outdoors a lot more in the next
Yeah.
few weeks for sure.
Yeah, I think we usually start in April. What last year when we did it? No, not last year. We did it in May the year before. I think that I did because I did
Yeah,
September
yeah,
this
yeah,
year. Last year,
yeah,
the temperature was lovely because we were all a bit
yeah,
worried, and it was really warm. Do you remember what temperature that
yeah.
was?
That was 18,
Right.
17
So
and a half.
that's
17 and a half.
crazy.
Yeah, it does. It because it's shallow. It
Yeah.
warms up quick. It's only 2 meters deep, and you can get a week, and you did. It was about 7 or 8 days beforehand, it was like 14. And then we had a week of sunshine and dry weather and warm, relatively warm nights. And it just went up
Yeah,
to
it did.
17 and a half, 18. Yeah, it was
I'm
great.
hoping for that
And
again.
it's there's a fair chance. Nine for me. There's a good chance. It's very unlikely to be less than 14.
Okay. That's not bad, is it?
And I'd if I had to put money on, I'd say 16. So
Okay.
that's good. In the September edition in 2024, it was cold. It was like, I mean, I said it was 13, but I think it was more like 11.5, 12. It was
I had
cold.
friends doing it in that September, and that's all they talked about, how cold it was.
That was a cold one. It wasn't just the water was cold, but the air. It was that one of
Yeah.
those temperature wind situations that you just like cold.
Yeah.
So
You can cope
yeah,
with the cold water if you get out and it's quite warm, can't you? You can
exactly.
cope with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like in Uto last year,
Yeah. Yeah. Almost looking forward to
fourth.
getting cold for a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Look forward to
Yeah, you
getting
and
there.
Chris were great on that. Yeah, if if you got the gear right that day, you would have podiumed 100%. It's still, you
We
would
got
have.
it together when we did the South Wales, the Pembroke one.
Yeah,
We got it
yeah.
together
Oh,
on
you
that one,
smashed that. Yeah,
that we just gelled and worked really, really well. And it would be nice to race again with him, but he has other plans this
yeah, yeah.
year.
Yes, he has. He has. With Kayla and the big man.
Yeah,
So yeah, Big Vincent. So yeah, we will be following that. That's Chris Goodfellow over in well, he's not over in Sweden now, but he will be in August. There's two more. I think is there two more teams to be released. I
yeah,
think there
I think so.
is. Yeah, I know Hugo's team haven't. I'm assuming they've applied in some way. So yeah, a couple more teams to be released.
Yeah,
I know a
exciting.
Japanese team applied
Oh wow,
from yeah. So yeah,
wow.
cool. Now there we go. Gear. Now I've been training. I know I know you're doing Liverpool and you might be doing the Abu Dhabi Eliminator, but you're
Yeah,
also doing quite a big event in September yourself, Ironman in Italy.
yeah, yeah.
But
So
going
I'm
back to
on
you,
Italy, yeah. And what did we work out? 15 years ago, I did my first one, and I've done none in between. So this will be my second one. Um, so looking forward to that. But it's only through doing the training for One Water Race that kind of, inspired me to go long again. So
that
yeah,
is
looking
cool.
forward to that.
That is
Mm.
cool. Yeah, good, good.
Mm.
Yeah, the training. Yeah, that is good. So which Ironman did you do in 2011?
Wales.
Oh,
I'm on
really?
Wales. It was the first year it went ahead. So we
Oh,
were
was it?
obviously from Wales. We were like, oh well, we have to do it because it's Ironman Wales. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that
Where,
meant to be the toughest bike route in Ironman or something like that?
yeah, I think it
Or one
is
of the toughest?
certainly
Yeah.
one of the toughest, I would say. Yeah. Not that I've had experience of any others, but it is pretty tough from memory. Um, yeah,
And
there's
how did
lots
that
of
go?
things.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so I think I went into it quite naively. It was obviously my first one, and this was before I was coaching, just putting that one out there. So it was it was an experience, and I went in there thinking I could race it. So I think I went in there with not very much respect, or too little respect for the race itself, and I went off like a Looney Tune, and I was the first one out the swim.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really bad mistake to make. Ran through the town with everyone cheering, saying, "You're the first lady!" Like that was going to continue. And then
Mm.
kind of just, I didn't feel properly because I couldn't eat what I trained on. It wasn't happening. And so I didn't feel properly, probably didn't drink enough. And suddenly started to die after about half of the bike, and everyone passed me, and it was awful. Hated every minute of it. Got onto the run, did a lot of walking, but I still like I managed a good enough time for that course. I did it in 11:23 or something like that. So it was not a bad time for that course. But I feel like ever since I've done that, that I need to go back and do it properly. Do you know what I mean? So I came 10th out of the
Yeah.
women in the end, so 9 women passed me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just one of them. Like I qualified for Kona that year, and then we decided that we needed to have children, otherwise I'd be too old. So we then I parked it, didn't bother, and so this one will be interesting just because of all the experience and the knowledge I have now. I just hope that I can go in there and sort of do it better. Finish
Yeah.
it feeling like I did the best I could do.
Yeah. And that point about nutrition, I mean, that for everyone, and you from all sorts of experiences over the last 15 years, but even generally, the nutrition thing has just gone
Oh,
really. It's just a big part of it, isn't it? It's just such a
yeah.
big part of it that I don't think I respected even 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah. The nutrition has changed so much as well, and what the knowledge that we have about nutrition has changed so much over the last few years that um, you know, anything is possible with it now. So before it was 30 grams of carbs per hour, that's it. But whereas now, you've got people pushing 100 odd,
Yeah.
160
Yeah.
grams per hour, which is remarkable, isn't it? Obviously, they're the pros.
Yeah.
but but
Yeah.
we know that we can adapt and we can train the gut. So that's really important for long distance races. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So I guess you'll go out slower in the swim,
Yeah.
and eat more, drink more.
Yeah. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
and that will hopefully help me to just be a bit more consistent over the course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Is it a flatter course? I guess it is a flatter course than Wales. Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is quite flat. The bike is pretty flat. It's got one hill in it that you do twice. But I
Okay.
don't think that compares to any of the hills in Wales. And then the run is flat as well. So yeah, I've gone from one extreme to the other.
It's cool. Cool. Well, good
And the
luck,
heat.
Rhian. I'll be watching. And the heat, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's going to be one issue with me because I don't do well in the heat. But obviously, training, trying to adapt to that heat, and fueling and hydrating well will help as well. So yeah, we'll hopefully by September all be sorted.
yeah. Brilliant. And you're in the 50 to 55, is it 50 to 55 age group now?
Yeah, 50 to
Even though you
54. Yeah,
50, okay.
yeah,
Okay, good.
yes.
Good,
That's
good.
sounds very old. Thank you.
No, it's a good thing. You're at the bottom of the 4 years there. So
Yeah,
good luck with
yeah,
that.
that's true. Thanks. Yeah, that is good.
No pressure.
The amazing no.
No, go on. You go.
Okay, no, I was just going to say. So I went round and watched a few Ironman when my husband was racing, and the amazing thing, it was all the women that were crossing the line at under 10 hours, and the age categories, so the 40 to 44, the 45 to 49, and the 50 to 54 had some of the faster athletes in them, and that just really, like, I suppose inspired but also shocked me a bit, because they're amazing, some of the athletes that are, it's a different type of race, isn't it? From sprints and standards to Ironman, it's so, even from half to an Ironman, it's just so different. And the quality, the caliber of athletes that you see in these races are sometimes quite phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, absolutely. And so cycling wise, I'm guessing your bike is a bit more of a fancy bike than you had in 2011.
Actually, it's not my bike I've had. I think I've had it for over 11 years, and I'm not planning on changing it because they're all so expensive now, aren't they? But they
Oh,
have.
it's the same bike then?
Maybe not since I did Ironman Wales. Maybe I've had one since then. Although I'm not sure. It's quite old. But I have had a bike fit recently to try and make it as aero as possible. With what I
Cool.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's worth spending the money on where you can save those watts. So even on as it sounds ridiculous, but if you change the inner tube and the tire, you can save a certain number of watts, and that's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, I've changed the tires, the inner tube, adjusted the flight deck a little bit, bought an aero helmet. Yeah. Oh, and
Nice.
changed the saddle. So the amazing thing with the bike fit is we changed the saddle and that was it. We didn't raise it and we didn't bring it back or anything. We just changed the saddle, and that position made me more aero. So my hips were more forwards, and which meant I could get into a much better aero position. And you could see it from the video. Very slight change.
Okay.
Just from a saddle.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And is that where was that? Is that local? Where do you get your aero testing done?
Can I say his name? So
if you want.
so it's in Wrexham, and he's called Rhian Morley. He's a great. He's really good. He knows his stuff. He's got a little base in Wrexham. Yeah, Rhian Morley.
Okay. Well, for all I know, we're Swimrun podcast, but there's multi-sports. There's a lot. No, there's a lot of people who do triathlon, of course, and cycle. So I'm sure they'll be interested in that. And I do want. I kind of do want to do Ironman Wales just because it does look like a great. Yeah, I mean, the bike is going to kill me, but I do. If I was going to do one, it would be that one. So yeah, maybe
one day.
Yeah, I was going to do Dragon's Back Race next year, but that's gone kaput. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did hear, because one of my athletes was going to do it. I heard the announcement. Yeah. What a shame.
Yeah, big surprise there. It might come back in some format, I guess, but who knows what's going to happen.
Or if someone else takes over, maybe they take it over.
So you're coaching, you're Tri-Rox training. So you're coaching all sorts, triathletes, ultra runners, swim runners.
Yeah, all sorts. But the ultra running, that's become quite popular, hasn't it? And I think especially with the likes of the She Ultra, which has really sort of encouraged some women into the sport. And obviously the women are doing really well in ultra running, like sometimes beating all the men. So I think it's inspired a lot of women to take part. So I'm getting quite a few requests for ultra running. It's good.
Oh, good. Yeah. So is anyone doing the UTS that you're coaching? Ultra Trail Snowdonia.
Yeah, actually, I've got a couple doing that. Yeah, or more.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, are you doing it?
Any swim run? No. What am I doing? I'm going to do. I would. That's another one. That's another one I'd like to do. But I think they've opened up more places, and don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. But yeah, probably not. But I'm going to do the Eliminator in Liverpool. I don't know how hard I'm going to go, but I definitely want to do a good few laps.
Yeah, you have to do it.
I've got it nailed. Yeah.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got it.
I feel like I've got the kind of race. The race works. I don't need to input as a race director that much. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's not complicated as such. I've got enough marshals, and I think I can actually do it without being too stressed.
That's good.
So that's the plan. I very much doubt I'm going to do lap 6 because feel like not that I'd win, but I feel like that'd be a bit. I want to kind of see lap 6. You know. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
If you get to lap 6, you will not want to not do it. Surely, you'd have to.
Oh, let's see what happens. What else have I entered? Oh, the Cada Idris race from
Uh,
Dolgeth Fly. It's a 10-mile fell race. That's a nice one. That's coming up sometime in May, mid-May. I'd like to do a swim run May, June. There's a couple I'm thinking about, but I'm not sure yet with timings. And then building
in
into the
the
world
UK,
champs.
in the UK or
Well, yeah,
abroad?
possibly St Austell in Cornwall, or I'd love to do Uso again because I do love it over there, but
That
nothing's
is a good
confirmed yet.
race. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a nice. It'd be good to actually go back and see what we can do with the right equipment.
yeah, yeah. No, it's a good one. So you've left. Are you still training with paddles, by the way?
Not all the time, but
Just
I'm definitely like every session I use them. But I've gone back to my
okay.
smaller ones at the moment. I might have to bring my
The
bigger ones
yellow,
in. Yeah, they're
yeah,
just so comfy. But I do feel like I will bring the bigger ones in, well, soon actually, especially if I'm doing Liverpool. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You need to get the big
It
guns out.
it makes such a massive difference. And you don't
It does.
realize until you've used them how much of a difference it makes. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'll have to get them out.
yeah. I've been testing and well using the cork ones from Arc. I forget what they're called exactly, but they've got cork in them, so they float. They're unbelievably light. I did say I'd let Helen know. I did give her a brief review, but I've got more info now. The only criticism, and it's easily fixed, I think. And I haven't tested them in open water or in race open water yet, so you still can't say that much. But the little rubber tube, the rubber tubing that
Yeah,
goes around your wrist and your finger, it's really thin. I'm guessing they're going like
light.
lightweight, really thin, but it feels like it might. Yeah, I mean, in an aggressive race,
Yeah,
so but that's easy. You just put a thicker one in, so it's not a criticism. But
yeah.
they've just obviously trying to make it as light as possible. But
Do they
they do feel good.
flex? Do they flex more?
Um, no, I
No?
don't think they do flex more than no, no. Yeah, that's a good question. They feel pretty stiff actually, and they're faster than a little bit faster than the Evolvent ones that I'm using. But my Evolvents are smaller, smaller
Right.
surface area, so it kind of makes sense that that they're a little tiny bit. So it's probably a second per 100 meters slower, which isn't a big thing. That I've got some plastic stroke makers that are quite big. I think they're called stroke makers. And I tried them today because I haven't tried them for ages. I was like, oh my God, I'm really slow. And it's just because I got used to the arc ones that were so fast. So we've got a 10%, although the 10% offer doesn't apply, the discount doesn't apply to the
Mm.
paddles, the carbon ones. I'll put the discount code 10% off the wetsuits, the plastic paddles, all the Arc gear apart from the carbon I put that in the show notes. So thank you, Arc, for that one.
Mm.
And yeah,
Get looking.
but because yeah, get looking. There's a lot of kids out there. I mean, the paddles that do start. I'm still not convinced about shapes and everything because I'd really like to test because there's no like for like shape with the Arc, Evolvent, and
Mhm.
other Frank paddle. They're all slightly different shapes.
Yeah, they are.
Um, so I'd
Yeah.
almost like to have a like to like plastic and a like for like carbon in each, Arc, Evolvent, and see the difference there to start with. Yeah, there's a lot of you've got to have a lot of money and a lot of time. Not a lot of money, but you got to have money and time to kind of do proper testing, haven't you?
You do. You do. Just ask Chris to do it. He's fine. He'll be doing it. He'll have done his 9K in the dark, in the water, doing it
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
time of the year.
yeah.
Oof.
So yeah, that's the kit there. Wetsuits. Um, I've bought my first sleeveless swim run suit. I've not had a sleeveless
Mhm.
one before
You'll
because
need hot weather for
people
that one.
say Yeah. But I'm getting used to it. I'm trying to build real resilience to the cold.
Yeah. Well, you are
And
much more resilient in the cold than we were. Getting in at
well,
four
I don't
degrees
know.
or whatever it was.
Yeah, for sure that time. Yeah, but yes, because the world champs is a few days later than this year. It's always the first Monday of September, but the first Monday this year is like this the 7th, I think. And it could make a little difference.
Yeah,
Could be a
could.
cool one. Who knows?
Yeah. But with the sleeveless, I'm guessing that gives you just a little bit more mobility around the shoulder.
Yeah, that's the idea. And people have
Yeah.
said, and you still have the the detachable sleeves, but
Yeah.
I don't know who it was that said it actually, but someone said that in running, uh,
Right.
your running economy, because there's not that kind of pressure around your arm and shoulder.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's nicer to run in a sleeveless wetsuit. So yeah,
Mm,
I'll find out.
yeah.
Easier. I know some people get them because they're easier to get on and off as well.
Yeah. I bet it is.
Like Chris can't get. Yeah, he really struggles, and
Yeah.
someone out, a few other people to get them. John Littlewood actually, blast from the past. So yeah, a few benefits, but obviously a little bit colder.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So do you
we'll see.
think you'll wear that one in the World Championships then?
I'll make that decision probably an hour before we start.
Fair.
1 hour before we leave for the ferry. No, I'd like to. It could be a mistake, but I'd like to. Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see.
Exciting
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And shoes wise, we had a lot of questions on shoes for Liverpool. Now you can pretty much wear all sorts, can't you? I mean, what you were wearing some Asics road shoes last year, was it?
Yeah, I did. I can't believe I wore them, but I did. Yeah.
They
They were
worked, didn't they?
fine.
They worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really fine. It's just whether you want. Well, they didn't even ruin, so I thought they'd get ruined after being in the water, but they were actually fine, and I'm still wearing them. So,
No, cool.
yeah.
Were they carbon? Were they
Yeah.
carbon plate? Yeah, cool, cool.
Yeah, well, somebody else had said to me that they'd used carbon, and I was like, "Really? You've used carbon and they've gone in the water and they've been fine?" Yeah, yeah, no problem. So I tried them and they were fine.
Yeah,
Quite comfy
that's
as
good.
well. Yeah, because
Good.
you're running on hard surface, so you need
Mm.
good run shoes, huh?
Yeah, yeah. There's a few little. I mean, you're pretty nimble around the corners there. There's a few kind of tightish turns and cobble. There's some. I think some people maybe won't suit. Some people might be better with a trail running shoe, but uh, most people probably fine with a road shoe on
Yeah,
in Liverpool anyway. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I would have thought so. It didn't feel slippy anywhere for me.
No. Cool. That's good. That is good to know.
Yeah.
Um, Okay. Did you have any more? Oh yeah, the old chafing. Ocean lube. Ocean
But yeah,
lube. Get that on.
yeah,
20% off with code WeSwimRun. They're counting
fabulous.
on supporting our
That's
event, so that's
nice,
good
isn't it?
news.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
no, that
is
is
really
good.
good stuff. Yeah. Wouldn't use anything else now.
Yeah, no, no. Do
No.
you use it? Because there was a guy. I can't remember his name, but there was a guy in an Ironman race a couple of weekends ago who stopped because of blisters. He was second place at the time to Lionel Sanders, is it Lionel
Oh,
someone? And
yeah.
and he stopped. He had a bad blister, and
Oh.
I guess do you use them in Ironman racing, or will you in Ocean Lube, or is that a thing?
Well, what? So in the past, because I've not done a triathlon since last year, as in like I didn't do any last year. So I've not used the lube in my shoes, but previously if I had an area where I knew I'd have blisters, then I'd just put Vaseline on or something. But I would
Hmm.
definitely try the lube instead.
Do you wear socks on the bike?
So for the Ironman, yeah, I'll probably put my socks on for the bike and then keep them on for the run.
Okay.
Probably.
And do some people mix it up? Some people don't
Yeah,
wear
well,
socks
some
on the
people
bike.
will some people will put them on before the bike and others will put them on after the bike. But generally, people will wear socks for the run because obviously it's a marathon. So
Yeah.
you won't want to do that
Yeah.
without socks, I wouldn't think. But yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. So that. Yeah, because I don't think he wore socks for the bike, and people were saying maybe that was part of the problem. But sure, yeah, he's a professional triathlete. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess it could just happen. It could just happen. Blisters.
Yeah, if he had a new pair of shoes, even if it was the same make as his old shoes, there could be something slightly different to it.
Yeah. Okay, well, get Ocean Loop, guys. The code is WeSwimRun for 20% off. And are you going to is any of your gang going down to the World of Triathlon show this weekend in London?
No, we can't make it this weekend. No. Are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there, yeah. Got a little stand.
I was
going to say,
have you got a little Are you? I'm slightly...
what's it called again? Yeah, it'd be good fun.
Are you there
all the
on
big
both?
names of sports. I'll be there both days, and my talk is on the Sunday, on the same day as Lucy Charles Barkley. So there's like some big
names.
cheeses there, yeah. Yeah. You swim in your trainers as well.
You do what now? That's crazy.
Yeah,
should be good.
So it should be good fun, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's exciting.
Yeah. So we'll try and get the swim run word out there, and
so will you be doing interviews whilst you're there? Will you be doing interviews of people?
No, don't think so.
Just
I'm going to give a talk on the Sunday just about swim run. I might do some little audio takes. I haven't really made a plan.
Okay, your plan is.
But yeah, yeah. The thing is, I want to. I probably. Yeah, we'll see. I want to enjoy it. You know, I don't want to feel like it's a bit of. I just want to enjoy it.
So you're going to be doing a talk, and you're going to be, and you've got a stall just to sort of.
I've got a little stall just to promote my events on the stall.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a good place to go. There'll be curiosity from everyone. Yeah. It's the next big thing, you know. Everyone will be asking about it.
It does feel like it's slightly getting more interest, slightly. So yeah. And what else? Have you got any triathlons before the Ironman, Rhian?
Yeah, I have. I've entered a couple, so I'm going to do the Outlaw middle.
Cool.
Yeah. Just to get a little middle in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm doing, so you know, the Welsh series, Super Series. As a club, we do that, don't we? So, and our club like to try and go and win the overall series. So, we realised that there weren't many people doing Porthcawl, so I'm going to do Porthcawl triathlon. I mean, from our club. So, I've entered that for the club, and then I thought, well, I may as well do a few more if I can. So we have got a couple in North Wales this year, which is nice. So we've got Llandudno and we've got Bala. So as part of it. So I might enter those as well.
What date's the Bala one?
It's in September.
Okay. Is it the first week? Okay.
I can't actually remember the exact date. Yeah. Well, are you fancying it?
Actually, no, I can't do that. I would like to do that because it's nearby, and
it's very local
it'd be a good one to do that, Bala. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah, Bala. Yeah, that'd be a good shout. I'll have a look at the date for that one. Because it would be fairly good training for the world champs as well. Yeah, might have to upgrade my bike.
How old's your bike?
Oh God, it's a rally. It's probably a 1980s rally. Something. Right. It's just an old bike. I did do a triathlon with it in
Yeah.
Machynlleth, the Dovey Dash
Oh
sprint.
yeah.
So
That's
slow.
on this. That's
Yes, April. That's
yeah.
coming up in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah. I had to look at that. Yeah. It's a nice local one to do, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, and Clandon, when's that? Is that June? When's the
Yeah.
Clandon? No, or was that
It
October?
is June. Yeah. But I think it might be the week after your race, the Abu Dhabi one. I think it
Okay.
is.
Cool.
Yeah. I need to check the dates on that.
Oh, Bala, 6th of September. I can't do that.
That's too close.
No, I can't do that.
Oh,
Well, it's the day before. Yeah. Okay. I'll find another one to do.
Standard no is
maybe
the
do some aquathlon.
28th. Yeah.
28th. Okay.
Yeah, the 28th of June. Standard no is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so have you got any swim runners, by the way, on your coach that you're coaching? Anyone who's doing a swim run?
Well, maybe a few that are focusing on other races, but they're going to do a swim run as part of their training, just to have tried it. But I feel like a lot of people have been inspired to do more swim runs this year from our club, having seen. So one of my athletes wants to go to Sweden and do one. So that's
Brilliant.
yeah. So it's the word is getting around.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Well, good luck with the cycle training, and
thank you.
And yeah, I'll see you in May, if not before.
Yes.
And yeah, good to have you on, Rhian. And I hope does that make sense with the short shoot? The short shoot idea. Yeah, it's all good.
It does. Yeah. I don't know where it is, but like on the map. But we'll find out. That'll be exciting.
Do you remember? When you come out the first swim and you turn left and run around and you go under that kind of next to that building?
Yeah.
So you're going to go up to the bridge, but not go back over the bridge. You're going to go straight down to the pontoon. So when it's hard to visualize it, but it's really simple. Really simple. I'm sure there'll be some teething issues, but it should work.
There will be teething issues, I'm sure. As long as we don't all go the wrong way. Just start heading off in the wrong direction.
Yeah, off across the Mersey. So it should be all good. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing that battle of the sexes, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be exciting. Looking forward to it.
See you, Marianne. Thank you.